I don't know where we are right now because this was apparently aired like 3 hours ago, right? About how Kevin McCarthy still hasn't become speaker and maybe not. It might not happen. It might not actually happen, which is kind of great, right? So it's entirely possible that there are certain Republicans who might throw it to Hakeem Jeffries. Okay, that's cool. Um, I'm going to do a deeper dive into this episode that Sam Cedar did because, well, first of all, okay, he starts out the show and says, he starts out his show and says that his missing co host, Emma Vigeland, Vigeland or Vigilant, I don't know how it's pronounced, that she coined the term hump day a couple of years ago. Are you sure about that, Sam? You sure about that? Because my mom and I, who were listening to your show, remember that term being used for several decades during our life. And in fact, I used to live in Richmond, Virginia, where the Martin Agency is. They're a very famous Southern marketing agency that did CarMax and Capital One and a bunch of the major corporations that were based out of Richmond or in the South, right? And I'm fairly certain that back in the aughts, there was a commercial with a camel that was talking about hump day. But, whatever. I'm sure Emma came up with that, right? Like that I'm sure she fucking came up with that. That was a hilariously ridiculous assertion to make that Emma fucking came up with that term. Give me a goddamn break. Some of the stuff that you say on your show is so outrageously ignorant. I can definitely do a deep dive on the data portion of that. You had a lawyer library person, a librarian, right? I worked for an identity and security company writing proposals for 5 years. I have a few thoughts on your conversation about data collection, but it is hilarious that the GOP is absolutely falling apart, right? And it's entirely possible we may get Hakeem Jeffries as Speaker of the House. It might happen. That could be hilarious. I think that it's possible that the GOP might actually want that to happen, thinking that they have a better chance of overturning the House after 2 more years because Trump fucked them over so hard, right? But also, okay, so you got asked a question of what will happen if Hakeem Jeffries becomes Speaker of the House. You're like the political wizard, right? Like you're the dude that everybody's scared to debate, and you did not say at all, not for a moment, and it should have been your number one talking point. He will be the third in line to the presidential succession. Like, how do you miss that? If you are that hardcore of a political debater, how did you miss that the Speaker of the House is third in line to the presidential succession and gets a Secret Service detail? Dude, do better. Oh my God. I'm going to do a deeper dive on your bullshit data analysis shit too.